Okay, scrappers, today we got a little shorter of a video for you. This here is something that I got from my e-waste pickup guy. It's always good to make sure that you let these people that you go to for e-waste pickup, let them know that you take other things to recycle too, because a lot of times they just throw this stuff in the trash and they just soon save it and give it to you. Always be sure to treat those contacts really nice. Bring them their favorite soda or something. So what we got here is a door lock from a hotel, and it's a pretty straightforward strip out. The only thing that can be a little fiddly, as e-waste Ben would say, fiddly, is the snap rings on it. But as long as you have a snap ring pliers, you shouldn't run into too many problems. So let's get into this thing. Got a little piece of wire going on. Not a whole lot of screws on them, so that's a good thing. Screw on this end too. There we go. We'll weigh that up at the end along with this. All right, first thing to come out is this thing, and this is solid brass. It's just plated, and it's got this metal bolt in there, and I haven't been able to get them out yet, so I may have to sell this as dirty brass. But maybe once I get my shop done and I got a vise and stuff, we might be able to get this out of there. So I just been putting them down here. Same thing kind of goes with this. Watch, woo, springs fly everywhere. This is solid brass too, and this looks like cast aluminum, but it's held in with these pins, and I pounded on them a little bit here with a punch, and they don't seem to want to come out. I think it's going to need a bigger hammer and punch and a vise, so I'll just put those aside for now. So yeah, this all is goes in the scrap bucket. That's junk. I don't even mess with that. There's a lot of little springs in here that you have to take off. I just grab them with my thing and pull them off. There's our first little piece of brass. We'll put that on the scale here. Another spring here. Two more screws here. And this is really funny. I don't know why, but they put a little aluminum plate over that, and I don't know what the reasoning is for that, but it's there. So here you got a little electric motor, and if you want to go nuts, you can take this and get the garbage off of there. And there's actually some brass there that you can get off of it. It's not real hard to do. That's kind of what I just do. And usually a couple of, it just usually comes right apart. Come on. There's like some little wheels in there. But you wouldn't think that hotels would get a lot of these, but they do get quite a few of them, because the the doors and get a lot of abuse in a hotel. So, and plus a lot of times when they remodel, they put new doors in, and then or they change the door handles from silver to gold. All right, the rest of that is just scrap iron, tiny motor, scrap, lots of little pieces. All right, so what do we have next? Oh, here's another little tiny piece of brass. Look at that, little tiny. Put that on there. Okay, this piece here is completely brass. This piece here is almost completely brass. All we need to get off of this thing here is this little washer there. So if you take a screwdriver, I like using this one, you just pry that up a little bit like that, grab her with your cutters, pull it off. Now you have brass, and this is a little tiny piece of copper. I don't know why they would have put a copper washer on there, but they did. So that'll go on our scale, and then we'll put this on the scale. So we're already at 3/4 of a pound. 3/4 of a pound. What else we got going on in here? Now this here, because these doors are controlled by a card, you slip your card in there and it opens the door. There is a board in here, but I mean, it's really got this rubbery coating over it, and I don't know if it's worth sitting and digging it all off of there or not. Depends how much time you got. If you're retired and you don't know what else to do, you might want to take them out of there. There, that's coming out now. I was gonna say, I don't remember these being that hard to get out. I've done 3 others of these that I got in the last pickup. So yeah, there's that weird board with the rubbery gook stuff on it. That's junk. Now the door handle, that's where she kind of gets a little fiddly. Let's give that a little tug. That goes into the scrap there. That comes off, goes in the scrap. All right, so right here we have these, if you can see this, I'm not sure, but we got these little snap rings. So maybe if we go this way, you got to get them right in there. Whoever invented snap rings should have been hung from the highest tree in the county, because it's tedious. I don't even know if them are gonna fit in the holes of that snap ring. Do they fit in there? I don't know. Well, worst case scenario, this is how I was getting them out before I bought the snap ring pliers. I was just taking this baby and getting a bite on them. And then getting underneath it like that. Come on, baby. Yes, these are no fun at all. Once you get it up enough that you can get a hold of it with your pliers here, or your cutter. There, see, now hopefully you can see all of this. There's the damn snap ring. So after that, this little piece of metal comes off of there. And there's a spring under there, so that's what's making it not want to come off. So yeah, those go into junk. The handle falls out, plastic comes off, and bingo, we have a nice solid brass door handle that goes in here. We'll put it on the scale. All right, back to this thing. Now we got to take this little metal plate off of there, and it's just got a little rivet there, but it's got these tabs that you can't pry it up this way, and it's really hard to get your screwdriver in here. So what I found worked good is to take a, let me get a bit here. Just take a drill bit, and then she comes right off. Now I suppose you could use an angle grinder if you got it, and but otherwise the drill will work just fine. This is cast aluminum, believe it or not. Doesn't look like it, but it is. We put our magnet on it, it doesn't stick. So what else? What other goodies do we have in here? All right, we've got another door handle, the one from the other side of the door. Got another snap ring. Should we try that pliers again? Why isn't that thing working, that snap ring thing? It's so weird because you're using the thing in a different direction. Well, let's see if we can get that out of the way first. Yeah, whoever invented these is a real bummer. It's like they don't go down in the holes. Thank you, Harbor Freight. Thanks, Harbor Freight. Your thing isn't, it's too fat. Your thing's too fat. Back to the old method. There we go. See, that's my snap ring pliers right there. Okay. More steel. A little plastic thing on there. Oh, there's another snap ring, that's right. There's another snap ring on there. Can you see it in this gook down here? Ooh, I was under it. I didn't bend it though. There, now she's bent. As soon as you get it bent, then you're golden. Because then you can just rip her right out of there. Okay. So now that comes apart. I can't remember if these are brass. Those pegs. Nope, those are steel. This is brass, so that goes on the scale. We're up to almost 1 3/4 pounds. Take this plastic off, put that on the scale. We're at almost 2.5 pounds. Almost 2.5 pounds. Okay, this part here is clean brass here too. Might just want to pop them out of there if they will, so that just some little plastic things. There we go. That way the yard won't say, oh, we're gonna have to dock you on that. So anyways, this is a little card reader thing. So yeah, this has got some kind of type snap rings that are on this too. They're right down here. So what I've been doing is just kind of going under that and sliding it up a little bit, and then getting a hold of it and pulling it off. It's just a little, it's like a little, doesn't have the little holes in it, but it holds that way. So you take that off. I think that's steel. And then this has got a little gasket on it that makes it hard to pull out, but it does come out, trust me. Oh no, I remember. There's more snap rings right here around this bottom piece. I don't know if you can see that. And on each one of those. So what I've been doing is just taking the same thing, bending her up like that. Grab her with your pliers or your cutters and pulling them off. Okay, I think I still got one half holding over here. Come on, get off the back side there. There it is. Now with a little basic, show her a little love, she comes up them posts there pretty nice. So we gotta take these little things out of here because those aren't so let me know in the comments below, have you ever taken apart door handles for the brass? All right, we'll add that to the pile on the scale. That brings us a little closer to 3 pounds. This card reader, if you're into gold recovery, does have gold tab there that you want to cut off and save. And then if we pry this out of here, that's holding it. There we go. There isn't really a whole lot on here, but if you want to, you can get this spring off of here and this little, just some more shred. And then I just been throwing this away because I couldn't find any more gold ends on this. Well, let's see what else we got in the box. We got nothing in the box except screws and stuff. Oh, battery with a little wire on it. All right, let's see if we can just go like that, dump it out. And we'll use a magnet to pick this up. I found that these are all, none of them are brass for some reason. So let's see how much brass we got. We got 2 pounds, 12, 2 pounds, that's 12, 13, 2 pounds, 13 ounces of brass. Throw a shred on there, just for fun to see how much that weighs. Stay. We got 2 pounds, 6.5 ounces of shred. Yeah, so we got a little bit of wire and a tiny little motor. So yeah, all right, scrappers, I'm gonna get this cleaned up here, and we'll definitely see you in the next video. I hope you'll like this one. Oh, almost forgot our little bit of aluminum here. I'd say that weighs 3/4 of a pound. Uh-oh. She crashed. She crashed the scale. Whoa, a little more, almost a pound of cast aluminum there. Okay, scrappers, remember, if you're a cat lover, pounce on that like button. If not, just give it a delicate click. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Enlighten someone, hit that share button, and get yourself some scrapper gear at Scrap-Meister.com. Plus, I suggest that you watch one of the videos on screen now. And remember, until the next video, be good.